Hi, I'm Selena and this is Christina.
Hey!
Our project title is The Effect of Room Size on the Reverberation Period. Our objective for this project was to measure the reverberation period of 3 different rooms and 3 different locations inside of those rooms, strictly based off different sizes of rooms. In order to obtain these goals, we initially decided that we needed a B-flat clarinet, access to the Ravens program, a stopwatch, access to 3 different rooms, a tape measure, and a video recorder, and a tripod. Our initial procedure was to gather all materials, locate the 3 rooms, which ended up being our basement kitchen, our basement lounge, and one of the music building's practice rooms. Step 3 was to gain access to the Ravens program. Following this, we then began our project by measuring all 3 rooms, including the length, width, and height. We would then continue to have Christina play C3 on the B-flat clarinet for 5 seconds in each room. Once these 5 seconds were over, we would use the Ravens program to record the reverberation period for the next 5 seconds. We would repeat as needed. Throughout the duration of this project, we came across many issues with the above list of materials and procedures. The issues with the material list were that we did not end up needing a tripod or using a tape measure due to the lack of access to one. We then had to add a voice recorder to the material list because of the lack of transportability of the Ravens program. The change in the material list also ended up forcing changes in our procedure. The first change in our procedure was measuring the length with our feet rather than a precise form of measurement such as a tape measure. Since we had to use our feet measurements instead of the room sizes, the measurements are not completely accurate, which could hinder our final results. In order to get the most precise measurements possible with using our feet, I walked 1 foot in front of the other, heel to touching toe, until reaching the other side of the room. Following this, we took the number of feet and multiplied that by 10 because my feet are approximately 10 inches long. After receiving these results, we divided by the total of that by 12, which is the amount of inches in 1 foot. This gave us semi-accurate results. In order to measure the height of the room, I stood against the wall while Christina came up with a reasonable height based off of me being approximately 5'6". The measurements for the rooms based off of these is... This is room number 1. The width of the room is 20 feet. The length of the room is 21.66 feet. And the height of the room is 10 feet. This is room number 2. The width of the room is 20 feet, exactly like room 1. The length of the room is 11.66 feet, and the height of the room is 10 feet. And this is the 3rd and final room, which has a length of only 9.16 feet, a width of 8.33 feet, and a height of 10 feet. Oh, let's just get past that.
After consulting with Dr. Piachek, we decided to include 3 different locations in each room. In location 1, for room 1, I was 3 feet away from the wall, and so was the recorder, leaving about 15.66 feet in between us. In location 2, I was 6 feet from the wall, and so was the recorder, leaving approximately 9.66 feet between us. In location 3, the recorder and I were 9 feet from the wall, leaving approximately 3.66 feet in between us. In room 1 and 2, the width were the same, so we were at the same distance apart. In room 3, we were in a smaller room, so the recorder and I were up against the wall, leaving approximately 9.16 feet in between us. For location 2, the recorder and I were 1 feet away from the wall, leaving approximately 7.16 feet in between us. And in location 3, the recorder and I were 2 feet away from the wall, leaving approximately 5.16 feet between us. So the next thing we did was we uploaded the sound waves onto the Ravens program. And what we did from there was we zoomed in on the provided sound waves and we focused on the decay. And in order to determine the transitional point where the music stopped and the reverberation began, we looked at where the waveform began to decrease. Once we determined the length of the decay, we wanted to determine the approximate time it took the sound wave to completely reverberate. In order to accomplish this, we highlighted the reverberation portion of the wave provided by the Ravens program, and then we put our cursor over the end of the reverberation period to get the exact time that the sound had finished dying out, or reverberation. Then we measured the start of the reverberation process. Using these 2 times, we subtracted the beginning reverberation time from the final reverberation time to give us the time it took the sound to completely reverberate. Following this, we took the average of the 3 recordings at each location in each room to ensure an accurate result.
The average reverberation period results are as follows. Room 1, location 1, 0.77 seconds. Room 1, location 2, 0.71 seconds. Room 1, location 3, 0.89 seconds. Room 2, location 1, 0.71 seconds. Room 2, location 2, 0.68 seconds. Room 2, location 3, 0.74 seconds. Room 3, location 1, 0.69 seconds. Room 3, location 2, 0.98 seconds. And Room 3, location 3, 0.73 seconds. Some possible errors that could have occurred during our project is that Christina could have had variation in the amplitude of her playing. For instance, she could have had played louder on one recording and quieter on the other, which would have affected the reverberation period. Another error could have been in room 3 when we had another group of people playing instruments in the room next to us and our recording device kept picking up their music, which could interfere with our reverberation period as well. When we chose the reverberation period on the Ravens program, we could have chosen too late or too early or not enough, meaning that maybe it died out a little sooner than we highlighted or we highlighted too late, so that could have been an issue. And now, Christina is going to show you a little PowerPoint presentation of the pictures of our waveforms.